Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead. Today I have a food pantry haul for you. This is our small town church run food pantry that is open twice a month, and you're allowed to come in both of those times. And it is one that you get to shop. So you get a shopping cart and you push your way through, and there's like this shelf will have two. This shelf you get to pick three. This shelf you get one large box of cereal or two small boxes of cereal, those kind of things. You do have a helper that walks you through as well, which is nice because they can kind of explain. And a lot of times, like, they will beforehand go through and taste test some of the things so that they can tell you, okay, this is this flavor, or this is spicy, or this is, everybody liked this or whatever. So they can kind of give you some reviews on stuff, which is kind of nice too. This is also the one, if you've been watching for a while, that in the past I have went pretty much as soon as it opened, got there as soon as it opened or very shortly after, and had to sit for 2 to 3 hours in line. Today I changed it up and I got there just after 11, so they're open from 9 to 2, I think. And so today I got there just after 11, and I was the third person in line waiting, and I was in and out in under an hour, and that included some chit-chat time with a lady about knitting. So yeah, I will definitely be doing that in the future because that worked out great. I got home at like 12:30, made lunch. The kids are eating lunch. It is now 12:45, and I'm filming this, so perfect. I will definitely do that in the future. Even if it meant a longer wait than that, it's still better than a 3-hour wait. So, all right. I am going to jump in and show you what we were blessed with. We got loaded up with lots of fruits and veggies, which is awesome. There is a thing of organic blueberries that are looking great, a thing of bananas, and I bet that those are organic too, just by the way that all of them looked. And then a bag of organic navel oranges. There is a head of lettuce, and then a big head of cauliflower. It is looking a little worse for the wear, so I will just make sure that that gets used quickly, or that I'll do something with it, like freezing it, like blanch it and freeze it, and that way it keeps better. A thing of almond milk, a thing of vanilla yogurt. This is a split pea soup. They had this and minestrone soup, and I asked which one they had the most of because both of those sounded like something that my family would eat. And so they had more of the split pea. So I will probably throw that in the freezer, and then when the next time I make soups, I'll pull it out as one option because I always make sure to make at least 2 kinds of soup. We got one of these last time, and it was really tasty, kind of like a light, fruity flavored lemonade. I enjoyed it. Some mashed potatoes. Again, these are so convenient. I think I've got a few of those in the freezer right now because it's just such a quick and easy, as long as I think ahead of time, to pull it out and thaw it. Although I think the one time I did do it in the microwave and it worked out fine. So yeah. A thing of Swiss cheese, a pound of ground meat. Where am I going from here? All right. 4 things of ramen noodles. We were only supposed to get 2, and it was the last 4 in the box, and he's like, here, take them all. So I was like, hey, heck yeah, I'll take them all. Whenever I make Chinese food for my kids, they'll eat 2 packs. So that's 2 times of having Chinese food. 2 boxes of red lentil spaghetti, because these were small boxes. She let me take 2. A thing of dino shapes mac and cheese that I'm going to have to make for my youngest son. I have 5 kids, and I have 3 boys in a row in the middle. So a girl, 3 boys, and then a girl. And my youngest boy is just in love with dinosaurs right now. So I will be making that for him at some point. Some red lentil pasta. This red lentil stuff is actually really tasty if you have to do gluten-free. It is not low carb, but it is gluten-free, and it's actually a really good flavor and texture to it. And then another one of these smoothie cubes. We have gotten these several times now, and they work great. Work as directed. Cereal, we got to pick 2. I picked these hazelnut cocoa pillows. We had gotten those before, and the kids just thought they were great. And then this is kind of like a Raisin Bran, but it's a gluten-free, so it's not bran flakes. This tomato and mascarpone pasta sauce sounds delicious. A can of sliced peaches, and then 3 cans of salmon, which is perfect because I just made salmon patties earlier this week, and we used 3 cans. So I just replenished my stockpile there, if you will. it's one of those where I'm going to use all three of them. So a thing of taco seasoning. They did have canned vegetables. My family is just not a big fan of canned vegetables. So when I see them, I just go ahead and leave them for someone else. I've got a little stockpile, and there are a handful of them, like peas and beans, that my kids do eat. But it's kind of our emergency food apocalypse. Zombies are attacking food is what we have of canned goods, but I did not need any more. A nice little baggie of these little, we call them salad crackers because that's what we use them with, is we eat them with salads. The kids will crunch them up and put them in their salad or eat them beside it. Club Crackers is the brand usually. 2 loaves of wheat bread. I really like these thinner sliced breads for making sandwiches for the kids because it makes a not so overwhelming bready sandwich for especially little kids. They had another one of these rosemary loaf. The last one, I sliced it like 3 layers and made pizza with it, and it smelled so good. I wish I could have had it. I have to eat gluten-free and low carb, but man, it smelled good. And then a crispy Italian thin crust pizza crust that I will use exactly for that. And if I do this like for lunch, then 1 pizza would be enough for all of the kids, obviously with other things with it. And then a thing of organic sunflower oil. I have never worked with sunflower oil before. I would assume it's a pretty mild oil. If you have used it before, let me know. What is it good for baking? Where it's not a strong flavor, like olive oil is a strong flavor, so you don't use it for baking, like extra virgin olive oil? Or is it a more powerful oil that you would use in cooking, like savory or sweet dishes? What are we looking at here? So, all right, that is round 1. I'm going to go put this away, and I will be back with round 2, which is mostly snacky stuff. All right, round 2, like I said, mostly snacky stuff. Another thing of this licorice, my kids have really been liking that. She said these were whole wheat fig Newtons, and they've just gotten a big case of them, and so they split it up into kind of individual packets. Some Korean barbecue seaweed, and almost all of my kids like seaweed, so that'll go quick. 4 bars of this chocolate peanut caramel flavor. I feel like we have gotten these before and the kids liked them, so I picked those up just because that kind of sounded like something they would all eat. Some little mini boxes of raisins, and those will probably go. We have a 35-ish minute drive to church every Sunday, so we usually don't get home until like early afternoon, but like lunchtime. So I usually pack some snacks for the kids to have on the way home, so that will probably go in that bag. Saw these, had to pick them up. How fun. We do Chinese food every once in a while. And so I thought these would be something fun to bust out the next time that we do Chinese food. We got 1 thing of this alkaline water, and then 4 individual drinks, and that was one of them that like you had to take. They didn't have any choice on that. So then 3 that you got to choose, and I chose these Topo Chico twist of grapefruit. These are so good. So good. I've looked them up to see about like buying them because I enjoy them so much. Not gonna happen. Not cheap, but yeah, it's so good. I picked up one of these. We get to pick up like 1 case of a drink, and so I picked up these because I've got a couple of kiddos that like those a lot. A box of baby food things. A box of these. Obviously, my youngest is 4 years old, but they don't get a whole lot of little ones through there. They get more adults and older people. So she's like, yeah, please take some of the baby stuff. So picked up those last time, and they liked those. To me, they tasted like Funyuns without the fun. They were very bland, but my 2 youngest ones think they're fun. So a sleeve of squeezy pouches, and I picked up this apple carrot squash because it has Peter Rabbit on it, and my little ones love Peter Rabbit and that whole story. Some yogurt blends snack. We're going to see about these. Maybe they'll be delicious. I don't know. It's just yogurt and like fruit flavor. Peach is what all of them are. So we'll try it. If they don't like it, this is something perfect to go into a smoothie where it's going to get blended up and they're not going to taste it anyway. And yeah, it'll work great for that. Got to pick 3 bags of chips. I picked the Snyder's Buttermilk Ranch because they're delicious. The kids liked these last time. They're just like, they look like Fruit Loops, but they're cheddar flavored. And then a big bag of blue corn chips. This is a bag that she said was put together by maybe the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts. I can't remember. And it is a kit for making tuna noodle casserole. So it has a bag of egg noodles, a can of cream of mushroom soup, I think, and then 2 cans of tuna. So something super simple. And then it had cooking and directions. I don't know that I will make it into tuna noodle casserole, but I will definitely use all of those components for something. A thing of creamy peanut butter, a family-sized pack of lemon sandwich cookies, which the kids are excited about, and then several non-food items. She said they got a donation in from CVS. So several non-food items. We got a kids cold and cough combo pack, which is awesome. We have not been sick in a while, but if we do, we've got it. I do have some kiddos with seasonal allergies, and while we generally treat them and have good luck using natural treatments, occasionally they rear their ugly head, and so we have this on hand. Plus, I have one guy who just a while back had an allergic reaction to shrimp for the first time ever, and so I was able to give him some allergy relief. For the itching was the biggest issue. It wasn't even that it helped the welts go down, but it helped the itching. There's a hair on that. Static electricity. It's so dry. Thing of hair, skin, and nails gummies. I'm going to try these. I lost a lot of hair through having COVID and just my health issues. And so I lost a lot of hair, and it's starting to come back in. Yay! That means my body's healing. But I thought maybe these might help what comes back in to hopefully be healthy. And maybe not gray either. I don't have any gray hairs yet. I'm not quite 40 yet, but my husband has lots of gray hair. So what does that say about me? Am I the cause for his gray hair? A thing of this Power Zinc. The kids liked this flavor-wise, and I like the fact that it's zinc because, like I said, we haven't been sick in a while because we've been doing this and taking homemade elderberry syrup, and I think that's made a huge difference. 2 things of kids' multivitamins just as a catch-all. My kids generally eat pretty healthy, but never hurts. And then this is some dish soap. If you've been around for a while, you know I have a 5-gallon bucket of dish soap, but I'm not huge fan of it. Like it just didn't work very well, but it worked well enough. But this one, I was thinking might work as something that my husband could take in his semi-truck with him, because he does occasionally he takes leftovers in the vehicle with him, or like his coffee mug, being able to wash it in between stops at gas stations. Those kind of things is kind of what I was thinking with this, because it's got the spout top. We also like to do backyard camping. We have a nice big tent that we bought on very, very good discount several years ago. And so we do backyard camping a lot during the spring, summer, and fall as a cheap entertainment. We would really like to branch out and camp away from home. So I also thought that battle would work great for washing dishes and camping somewhere other than our own house, because so far we've only done that a few times, and it's always been in like someone else's backyard. But we would really like to go to like a state park, or I don't know, something along those lines, and actually like rough it camp. I need to do some practicing in our own backyard to make sure that I am up for like cooking all of our meals over an open fire, that kind of thing. So, yeah, that is everything. Huge blessings once again. This takes such a weight off of my shoulders, because as the mom and as the sole cook in our house, the food comes to me. Like it's my responsibility, and it's always so overwhelming making sure that we have decent foods, that my kids are well fed, that you know, if you're the mom and that's how your household works, that's how our household works, is my husband makes the money and I spend the money, is what we joke. But this, to me, this just takes a weight off of my shoulders on something that I can do to help our family make ends meet, to help us do the things that we need to get done, and I love the fact that we get snacky items because that's something that I probably wouldn't purchase. I probably wouldn't purchase snacks. I had someone comment, oh my gosh, the amount of gluten-free stuff and like the expensive brands. I know, right? Like organic fruits, organic raisins, organic sunflower oil. There are so many things that we get that I would never buy because I can't afford it. Not because we wouldn't like to have it. Those right there. That it's like there's no way that we would eat a lot of the things that we eat because if we didn't go to the food pantry. And all of this food was destined for the trash because it's all expired or close to being expired or overstocked or whatever. So you're helping keep food out of the trash. You're helping supply food for your family. And you're making your ends meet. So if you need help, there's a link in the show notes of how to find a food pantry near you. If you need a little help, a lot of help, a help for a little while, a help for a long time, that's what they're there for. It's our community supporting our community. It's food destined for the trash that is not going to the trash. You are preventing food waste, which is huge. There you go. See? It expired January 31st. Best Buy. That's the Best Buy. Keep that in mind. It's not expired. Best Buy. That food, if it was on the shelf, it has to come off the shelf because people will see it and go, yeah, that's expired. And they won't take it. So you're saving food from the dumpster. And you're helping your family. Can't beat that. All right. I am going to go put these things away and then I'm going to make myself some lunch because so far all I've eaten today is a few pieces of dark chocolate at the food pantry. Don't judge me. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.